traditionally, I know in Australia, a lot of the Aboriginals used to clean their teeth with charcoal. Yes, that black charcoal makes nice white teeth, maybe not while you're cleaning them. Some people will just dip their toothbrush into a little bowl of sodium bicarbonate with maybe a drop of peppermint oil and clean their teeth with that. Nadine Artemis, she has written an excellent book on teeth health, and she says after every meal, just rinse your mouth with sodium bicarbonate and water. Some say even salt water rinse your teeth with.
Are you struggling with stubborn dental plaque no matter how much you brush or floss? Well, you aren't alone. Millions of people deal with plaque buildup, leading to yellowing teeth, bad breath, and even gum disease. Dental plaque is more than just an aesthetic issue. It's a sticky biofilm of bacteria that can harden into tartar, cause cavities, and lead to serious oral health problems like gingivitis and even tooth loss. Many people think poor brushing habits are the main cause, but there's much more to it than that. So what exactly is dental plaque, and why does it keep coming back even when you take care of your teeth? More importantly, how can you prevent it for good? Well, what if I told you that there's a simple science-backed solution to stop plaque from forming forever? Stay tuned as we break down everything you need to know and reveal the most effective way to keep your teeth clean, healthy, and plaque-free. As a thank you for joining me today, we're giving away 100 free copies of my best-selling book to subscribers. So if you haven't yet, hit subscribe, like this video, and comment why you want to win.
Teeth are the only exposed bones in the body, and just as if a bone breaks, it'll heal, teeth can heal. Holistic Dental is a book written by Nadine Artemis. And Nadine Artemis, she presents some fascinating things. She looks pretty much at what I've looked at here, but she goes a little bit further with the teeth, which are the only exposed bone in our body, and they should not be deteriorating. And if they do have a little decay, they have the ability to heal themselves, as every other body tissue does. So why aren't they healing? Maybe they haven't been given the right times, or they have not been given the right conditions. And she calls these two superfluids. So what are your two superfluids? And these two superfluids are constantly bathing the teeth and nourishing the teeth. One is the internal. So the internal fluid would be your blood and your lymph. And remember what the lymph does, it sweeps away waste from the tissues. And remember what the blood does, it comes along with the nutrition, it comes along with the oxygen, it comes along with the water, the white blood cells. So this internal fluid is bathing from the inside. And your external fluid is your saliva. Now both the internal fluid and the external fluid, their quality is totally dependent on fresh air, sunshine, not taking anything in that will harm it, going to bed early, exercising every day, having a nourishing diet, having food that has the quality, the ingredients to build a healthy body.
Dental plaque is a soft, sticky film that forms on your teeth. It develops from communities of bacteria that stick together and attach to the surface of your teeth. These bacteria produce a protective layer that often includes calcium deposits, creating a shield that is sometimes compared to a small igloo made of calcium. This shield helps the bacteria resist removal during routine brushing and makes them more difficult to eliminate. Plaque formation can begin in as little as 4 hours after your teeth have been cleaned. The longer plaque stays on your teeth, the greater the risk of developing problems such as gingivitis, bad breath, and decay. Tooth decay is widespread, with a significant number of adults experiencing cavities at some point in their lives. When plaque is not removed in time, the acids produced by the bacteria gradually erode tooth enamel, eventually leading to cavities. It is important to understand that plaque is not simply dirt on your teeth. It is a structured community of microbes that has adapted to survive in the mouth. When the environment remains stable, these microbes live in balance with one another. Changes in that environment, however, can trigger harmful behavior in some of the bacteria. This shift can lead to an imbalance in the microbial community, causing the plaque to become a problem for your dental health. The oral microbial community. Your mouth hosts a diverse collection of microorganisms that form a dynamic ecosystem. Estimates suggest that more than 700 species of bacteria may reside in the oral cavity. Most of these microbes are classified as commensal, which means they coexist with your body without causing harm. They live on the surfaces of your teeth, gums, and tongue, and they help keep your mouth in balance. The mouth ranks as the second most populated microbial environment in the body, following the gut. This means that every day, billions of bacteria interact in a space that is constantly changing. When conditions are right, the bacteria remain peaceful and even help protect you from harmful organisms. However, when conditions in the mouth change, the balance can shift in favor of bacteria that produce acids or trigger inflammation. Certain habits and dietary choices can cause this shift. A diet high in sugar, for example, provides extra fuel for bacteria that produce acid. Smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and even some chemicals found in dental products can disturb the natural harmony of your oral microbial community. With the balance disrupted, the friendly bacteria that help keep harmful microbes in check may become less effective. As a result, the risk of plaque buildup and its consequences increases. The large number of bacteria in your mouth is impressive. A typical oral cavity can contain up to 10 billion bacterial cells, all working together within biofilms. This complex system means that even small changes in your daily routine can have significant effects on the overall balance of microbes. What causes plaque formation? Plaque forms when certain factors create an environment that favors the growth of harmful microbes. The foods you eat play a major role in this process. Diets rich in sugar and processed carbohydrates supply an abundant energy source for bacteria that convert sugars into acids. When these acids attack the enamel of your teeth, the risk of decay increases. Consuming more than 50 grams of sugar each day can significantly raise the chance of plaque buildup and dental decay. Habits such as smoking and drinking alcohol can also lead to an unfavorable environment in your mouth. These activities introduce chemicals that stress the microbial community, tipping the balance toward bacteria that cause plaque. In some cases, even everyday dental products can contribute to this problem. The active ingredient in many mouthwashes is known to increase the acidity in the mouth. An acidic environment accelerates the erosion of enamel and may promote plaque formation. Fluoride presents another point of discussion. Toothpaste is commonly formulated with fluoride to help strengthen teeth. However, the fluoride found in public water supplies may come from sources that are not as pure as the pharmaceutical-grade versions used by dental professionals. Some people opt for water filters that remove fluoride, along with other chemicals, from their drinking water. These filters can reduce exposure by up to 70%, which may contribute to a healthier oral environment. Antibiotics and similar medications are not selective in their action. They reduce both harmful and beneficial bacteria, disturbing the natural balance. When the beneficial microbes are reduced, harmful bacteria and fungi may have the opportunity to multiply unchecked. This imbalance can set off a chain reaction, leading to the formation of resilient biofilms and persistent dental plaque.
I'm speaking about dental health here because teeth are part of the bones. Well, they are bones. So the same thing applies to the teeth as applies to all the bones in your body. Teeth should not be deteriorating, and it's expensive business, dentistry, isn't it? And remember, if you have a little bit of decay, then it's important that you rinse and floss after every meal, that you oil pull maybe a couple of times a day. Just be mindful that keeping that mouth clean will prevent tooth decay and also encourage tooth healing. But the healing of the tooth comes from the superfluids, the internal blood and lymph, and the external fluid. And again, their quality is totally dependent on the food you're eating, how much you're drinking, going to bed early, so all of these things. Sugar is one of the worst, because you know what sugar does? It just feeds all those little microbes that are breaking down the things that are caught between your teeth. So those sugary drinks are particularly damaging to the teeth. One of the best things to eat is an apple. Your teeth and your mouth need crunchy things. So with a refined diet today, there's hardly any crunch, have you noticed? But apples require you to crunch, and when you crunch, that is strengthening the teeth, it is strengthening the jaws, it is strengthening the gums. No wonder the old saying says an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So get used to crunchy things. Every day we should have salad. So at lunchtime we always have a salad. Celery is particularly good, and carrots at crunching it in the mouth. Children love raw carrots. Cucumbers, all of those crunchy foods, they're strengthening the gums, strengthening the teeth, and they are also strengthening the jaws. This explains why breastfeeding is so important for children, because for babies, because when babies breastfeed, it takes a lot of work to get the milk out of the breast, but that hard work that the baby does, it strengthens the jaw. It causes the roof of the mouth to form properly with that tongue pressing against it, and it gets that jaw ready for the teeth to come through. So when you look after your bones, you are also looking after your teeth.
Simple natural methods to prevent plaque. Taking steps to reduce the factors that stress your oral microbial community can have a lasting impact on your dental health. A good starting point is to adjust your diet. Cutting back on sugar and processed foods deprives harmful bacteria of their primary fuel. Replacing these foods with whole, natural ingredients helps support a more balanced ecosystem in your mouth. Including foods that are rich in probiotics is a practical, natural solution. Probiotics are live beneficial bacteria that can help balance your oral microbiome. Fermented foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, and kefir contain these good bacteria. Incorporating a small serving of these foods into your daily diet can help reduce the prevalence of harmful bacteria, allowing beneficial microbes to flourish. Switching to natural dental products can also contribute to preventing plaque. Many people have found success with homemade toothpaste recipes made from baking soda, coconut oil, and a few drops of peppermint oil. This simple mixture avoids many of the chemicals found in commercial products and can be just as effective at cleaning your teeth. Using a fluoride-free toothpaste, especially when paired with a water filter that removes unwanted chemicals, supports the natural balance in your mouth. Chewing sugar-free gum, particularly varieties that contain xylitol, is another useful strategy. Xylitol gum helps increase saliva production. Saliva is a natural cleaner that washes away food particles and neutralizes acids. By promoting saliva flow, xylitol gum contributes to a healthier, more balanced oral environment. Regular use of xylitol gum can lower the levels of harmful bacteria, giving the beneficial ones a better chance to thrive. A focus on natural methods means paying close attention to every detail of your daily routine. Brushing your teeth twice a day and flossing daily remain essential habits. Using a soft bristled toothbrush and gentle motions can help remove plaque without causing harm to your gums. Each step you take toward a more natural approach adds up over time and supports the overall balance of your oral microbiome. Restoring balance in your mouth. Rebalancing the oral microbial community involves reintroducing and supporting beneficial bacteria. A key way to achieve this is by making deliberate dietary changes. Fermented foods and naturally probiotic-rich products contribute live bacteria to your mouth, which can help maintain a healthy balance. When beneficial bacteria have the chance to compete with harmful ones, plaque formation becomes less likely. Some people report noticeable changes within 4 to 6 weeks after making dietary adjustments. This time frame may vary from person to person, but many have experienced fresher breath and a reduction in plaque. Small, consistent changes in diet and hygiene habits can lead to significant improvements in your oral health. Think of your mouth as a garden where regular care keeps unwanted growth in check. With constant attention and the right foods, the friendly bacteria can reclaim their role in protecting your teeth. Making your own toothpaste at home is a simple way to support the balance of your oral microbes. Experiment with different recipes until you find one that works well for you. A basic mix of baking soda, coconut oil, and a hint of peppermint oil can provide effective cleaning power without the chemicals that may upset your oral ecosystem. Many have found that using natural products reduces sensitivity and gum irritation over time. Keeping track of the changes you observe can be encouraging. A daily journal noting improvements in breath, reduced sensitivity, or a decrease in gum irritation can help you understand which habits are making a difference. As you build these practices into your routine, you may find that your mouth feels cleaner and more balanced. Small daily actions accumulate over time, gradually shifting the balance toward a healthier state. The role of saliva in oral health.
Drinking adequate water. If you don't drink adequate water, that saliva does not have the ability to bathe, soothe, nourish and heal. And also trust in divine power. Why trust in divine power? Trust in divine power takes into consideration stress, takes into consideration the spiritual, emotional and mental aspects of disease. Stress inhibits healing. Stress, worry, anxiety interrupts with all body processes, and I think that's not a surprise to anyone. So we need to be sure that our internal and external fluids are of the top quality to allow our teeth to heal. But something else that is causing teeth to deteriorate, and that is food caught between the teeth. As one dentist said, only floss the teeth that you want to keep. And I'm going to take your minds way, way back to another lecture where I talk about the true cause of disease. And remember I talked about whenever damage happens, our own microorganisms can change into bacteria and become the cleanup team. Well, when food is caught between the teeth, it basically starts to rot. So what happens then is what causes it to rot is in that moist environment, you've got so many microbes in your mouth, they're coming along to clean it up. And as the bacteria and the yeast start to break down that food between the teeth, they give off a waste, and that waste has the ability to start eating away at the enamel on the teeth. So make sure after every meal you rinse your mouth. Rinse your mouth very well. You can rinse it with seawater. You can rinse it with a mixture of sodium bicarbonate water and floss those teeth. Keep them clean. Wow, won't we save a fortune not having to go to the dentist because you're keeping your teeth clean, especially before you go to sleep at night, because by morning, wow, those microorganisms have had a party in there. And they've been able to have a lot of food in between those teeth.
Saliva plays a crucial role in keeping your mouth free from plaque. This natural fluid cleans your mouth by washing away food particles and neutralizing acids produced by bacteria. Saliva contains enzymes and proteins that break down food and help control the growth of harmful bacteria. One of these enzymes, lysozyme, attacks the cell walls of certain bacteria, reducing their capacity to thrive. A healthy saliva flow contributes greatly to reducing the risk of plaque buildup. Some people, due to medications or certain health conditions, may produce less saliva. When saliva production is low, plaque is more likely to accumulate and cause damage. Drinking plenty of water, chewing sugar-free gum, and maintaining a balanced diet are simple ways to support saliva production. For many, ensuring proper hydration and taking steps to boost saliva can make a noticeable difference. A typical person produces between 0.5 to 1.5 litres of saliva every day. This steady flow of fluid is a natural defense mechanism that helps wash away food residues and keep the pH of your mouth balanced. A neutral pH environment prevents acids from eroding tooth enamel and discourages harmful bacteria from flourishing. When your mouth is well hydrated, it is better equipped to fend off plaque formation. By paying attention to your saliva and encouraging its production, you provide your mouth with an extra line of defense. Simple actions, such as drinking an extra glass of water or chewing a piece of xylitol gum after meals, can help maintain a healthy saliva flow. When combined with good brushing and flossing habits, a focus on saliva supports a well-balanced oral environment that is resistant to plaque. Integrating natural strategies into daily life. Making changes to your daily routine may seem challenging at first, but incorporating natural methods to prevent plaque can be simple and effective. Start by examining your current habits. Look at your diet and consider replacing sugary snacks with fresh fruits or vegetables. Even small adjustments can reduce the amount of sugar that feeds harmful bacteria in your mouth. Set aside a few extra minutes for your oral hygiene routine. Use that time to brush carefully and reach areas that are often missed, such as the back of your molars. Flossing may take a little extra effort, but it helps remove plaque from between your teeth where brushes cannot reach. Every bit of attention you give to your dental care supports a healthier mouth. A practical tip is to include xylitol gum in your routine. Chewing a piece after meals helps boost saliva production naturally. Saliva not only cleans your mouth but also maintains a balanced pH that discourages harmful bacteria. Adding this small habit to your day can lead to noticeable improvements in oral cleanliness. Creating a checklist of healthy habits can keep you motivated. Write down steps such as brushing for 2 minutes, flossing, and eating probiotic-rich foods. Keeping a visible reminder on your bathroom mirror or setting a daily alarm may help you stick to your routine. As these practices become a habit, you may notice fewer issues with plaque and improved overall oral health. Be patient with yourself while you adjust to these changes. Shifting the balance of bacteria in your mouth is a gradual process that requires consistent effort. It might take several weeks before you see clear improvements, but each small step contributes to a lasting change. Over time, your commitment to natural methods can lead to a significant reduction in plaque formation and better oral health overall. Keeping your teeth plaque-free isn't just about brushing and flossing, it's about understanding what's really happening in your mouth and taking the right steps to support a healthy oral environment. By making a few simple changes, you can stop plaque from forming and keep your teeth strong for life. If you found this helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more science-backed health tips. And as always, take care of your smile, and I'll see you in the next one.